Hello everybody, welcome to a short tutorial. There's a lot of these out on YouTube. It's Ghostfi Gamer, by the way. Yeah, there's a lot of these on YouTube where, how to do shorts and all this stuff. I thought I'd have my little spin on it as well. I do live streaming and VOD content for YouTube. So I do 2 of the 3 that YouTube wants you and me to do. Shorts are the 3rd. Now, why would you want to do shorts? Let's get into it a little bit. YouTube is competing with TikTok, and if you do the shorts, the live streaming, and the VOD content on YouTube, it helps you in the YouTube algorithm. So, it's a very you really should do it. I mean, love them or hate them, or are indifferent to shorts, you're gonna have to do it because YouTube is pushing it to compete. Now, as far as the content creator side, I would say try not to inundate your audience with shorts if they're, pushing back a little bit. But also, as a viewer, you got to realize that content creators, your favorite content creators, will need to do shorts. And I'm speaking to the folks who are viewers in this video because someone might watch it that is a viewer and not creating content, to try and help the mindset, a little bit. So love them or hate them, they're here to stay. And also, there is a beta program out there that is being rolled out to certain content creators where shorts will be monetized. You can monetize them, I think, through super thanks and stuff. So I don't know about the ad revenue. I do know there's some programs out there. I'm not monetized yet on YouTube. I hope to, hopefully in a couple years or so, I'll be, at that 1,000 subs. So I have the shorts page sitting here. It's usually up on the upper, left-hand side. You click on the shorts. There they are. Similar to a video. The only thing is there's no volume control, which I really dislike. It's just a mute or not. So you have to adjust the volume on your computer or your headphones. There is a play and a pause there. One thing I don't like about shorts that I wish they'd add is they don't have a red bar or some kind of indication that I've watched this short on somebody's channel already, because it gets all confusing and then you just get disenfranchised. But they got the like and dislike, they got comments, they have this little ... here. The description shows you how many likes there are, how many views it received, and when it was uploaded. I'd like to see this stuff on the bottom, as well as whether I watched it like a regular YouTube video, So I think there's some things that they should be putting on here. So now, how do you create a short? I wanted to present the short interface here. Now let's get into how you create them. Well, as a live streamer, and we'll go to my content tab here and live. So there's 2-hour, 4-hour videos of live content that I've done. And usually that's where you want to capture the shorts, because you're not recording. Everything is real time. Something funny or weird happens in the game, you want to capture it, make a short out of it. So for a gamer doing live streaming, it's nice to be able to capture shorts. Now, you can go on your phone and do shorts right from your phone. You can go onto your phone and get, like a 10-minute video. You can get a short from that. When it comes to these 4-hour videos, your phone may not have enough memory to download and create the short. Plus, the phone interface is just crap. I have a gaming PC with 2 monitors, full keyboard and mouse. Why would I want to do a short on my phone when I can do it on my computer and I have all these, input devices and output devices that I have at my disposal here? So another complaint I have about YouTube is they're not allowing you to do shorts very easily from your desktop. They assume everybody is going to be, I'm going to be on my phone to do shorts. Yeah, well, we're not all millennials and Generation Xers or whatever the heck they're called these days. We're not. I'm a gamer in front of my computer. I have my microphone. I have everything here, So that is a problem, and I think that's why a lot of people don't, like me, are like, screw you and your shorts. You're not making it easy for people who do normal VOD content to do a short. So the way I've kind of found to do it is to, click on this little triple dot on the side, on the all the way over here, and then click download. Now, unfortunately, you have to download a 2.5 gig or more or less video file onto your computer. So, but if you try to do this on your phone, it's going to crash out. It's going to give you an error because you may not have enough memory on your phone to store this huge, video. So that's why you have to resort to the desktop. Now, this is where YouTube fails the desktop users. They should allow me to make a short by going in, having some kind of icon here, which is for the same thing on the phone, where you can get a slice. You go to that particular part of the video and you do a 10-second or a 15 or a whatever amount of time video that you would like to make a short of, So what I use, and you can use any video editor, I use Blackmagic Design, DaVinci Resolve 18. It's free. I highly recommend this program. Now, in order to get it, you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I think it's further down. Oh, here, it's up here. Yeah, it's pretty tricky to find. Here it is. So way down here is DaVinci Resolve 18. This is the free download. If you pay $300, you can get a few extra bells and whistles. Here, you get more Resolve FX filters, more Fairlight FX audio plugins. That's your audio. Fairlight is their audio, and then you get advanced HDR grading, which I don't use. Be nice to have the other two though, but free is good. So you want to get that. If you don't have a video editor, if you have a video editor, try to follow along with what I'm doing here in order to make a short. Let me see here. Let me get a video here. So I started up Resolve 18. Comes up with an untitled project. I have a short one here, but I think I'm gonna delete this one. And just I know how to do it now. So I just go into Untitled, double click that, and it'll pop you in to the interface. I click on Edit here because you get more stuff over here, titles and things like that. So you go into the Editor tab down here, and you'll get more tools. So I'm going to drag in a file that I have, a video. Now, when you drag, I record in 60 frames, 1080p. So the project will default to 30 frames. So up here it's saying, hey, I'm at 30, but you're at 60. Do you want to change it? Yes, I do. I want 60 frames. If you download your video from YouTube, I think it caps it at 30. So just be aware of that. I think the frame rate is lower, and the bit rate might be bad too. So we have our video in. Here's the audio track. Here's the video track and all that stuff. Now, once you get it in here, it's going to be 1080p. We need to be in the exact opposite resolution. So instead of 1920 1080, we need to be in 1080 by 1920. That's the short format. So we right click on the video up here. This is the timeline, and this is the video. No, actually the timeline is here. Right click on the timeline, and you pop over on timeline settings, and you don't want to use project settings anymore. So click that box off, and we're going to have to do a 1080 by 1920 now. It's the exact opposite for a short. And we go, okay. Now you notice how it flipped it. And the other problem with recording in 1080p and then trying to do a short is it's going to squish it now and make it fit within this resolution, this box. Now we can fix that really easily. It's not going to be perfect, but you have to be creative in how you position your window But what we're going to do is zoom in. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. Oh, wait. What's going on here? Select that. There we go. So we're going to zoom in, and it's okay to leave some borders because, you know, obviously we're trying to make an adjustment. And that way you can zoom in on the action in which you're trying to capture for the short. So you're trying to capture a funny moment or some glitch or something like that. You can also use now I'm using the X to zoom, and it scales it out, you know, so it's scaling it, and it's keeping its aspect ratio, I think. I don't know the term. Now you can use the other X axis to position that within. Say something happened off to the side here, you can reposition that. Now we come down here, let's say, you know, this little bit of, you know, let's say this little clip is about 7 seconds or so. Or let me zoom this out a little bit, or compress that a little bit. Let's say it's about 18 seconds or so. What we're going to do is we're going to take our little cut tool, a razor blade, and we're going to cut that off. And then we'll grab our select tool, and then we'll just trim the whole video off. That's what we're going to use for a short here in this demonstration. So shorts, by the way, are maximum 60 seconds, but, you know, make it about 58, 59, so you're not having problems when you go to upload that. So now we got our little thing going on here. We adjusted our stuff here. We're going to go to the deliver. And one thing you don't want to do is click on the YouTube 1080p here, because what that's going to do, it's going to change this back to 1920 to 1080. You don't really need to change anything here. It's all usually pretty good. The frame rate is good. If you do want to get in here and change some stuff around, you can. This is a custom export here. You can change the file name, you know, H.264 is fine. I'm doing, you know, 1080p is H.264. You can change the bit rate. Right now it's automatic. You can do restrict to 80, but I leave it on automatic. And then you're good to go. So what you gotta do is add to render queue. It's gonna pop up our box here. This is the video I'm creating right now. So what we'll do is call this short example, right? So we'll go ahead and save that. Now it comes up to here into the timeline, and you just render it. So it only takes a few seconds to render a small video. And boop, boop, and boop. Almost done. There we go. And then once it's done rendering, I close this right there. That way I know, okay, it's done. If I have to go back and make an adjustment, I don't have a job in the render queue here. Now what I'm going to do is go to the video and bring it up, and here it is. So now you're going to see that the short format is intact. It's 1080 by 1920. All right, so the next thing you want to do, I'm going to minimize that, and then we're going to go to channel content here and videos, and I did a short a little while ago. Here it is right here. We'll go ahead and click on that. So when you upload the short, just like any other video, now what I recommend is uploading it and making it private or unlisted, either of the two. That way you can verify it uploaded as a short. You don't need a thumbnail. You can probably put one in, but I haven't bothered with thumbnails. I'm mainly just trying to get YouTube to recognize me as a content creator, so I don't really put too much effort into it right now. But shorts can drive traffic to your channel, but mainly what I'm looking at is just doing what the Mama Susan is telling us to do, you know, the Google Tube. You know, do this, do that. So yeah, don't make it public until you verify that it is in fact a short, because it will come up in this format. It'll come, and when you click on the video to play it, it'll actually come up in this view that we have here. Also, you want to wait till it's HD processing as well. So, you know, it's going to go through SD processing. Then it's gonna do some checks to make sure you're not using copywritten material, and then it does the HD, and that usually takes a little while to process that. So wait for all that stuff, make it private, make sure it's a short, and then you can come here within the video and make it public, and it's done. Always put tags in and stuff like that. Like, for example, I got all these tags. This is a 7 Days to Die clip. Always put your tags in, and then hashtags and stuff if you can, and all that. That way you can get the maximum view on your short. And you can see that, just this little thing that I pulled out of did on my phone. I actually had to pull this on my computer because I couldn't do it on the phone. 426 views. Yeah, not too bad for a little shit video, So anyway, hope this helps get you started on shorts. As a gamer, it's kind of tough to get instances of funny things that people might want to see. It has to happen naturally, so you want it to be natural. There's other things you could, creativity can go. If you're creative, you can think of just about anything to do a short with. It's just another form of video content. It's another way to get eyes on your channel. So have fun with it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try and answer them. And other than that, hey, have a good time, have some fun with it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you are watching this, I do ask for likes and subscribes on help videos. I don't do them on my gaming videos. I just do them on these. So thanks for watching, and I hope it helps. Peace out.